known as Spanish forefathers. If you go to like Boston or like the East Coast, you're gonna see the theme of our American forefathers, like George Washington and all the presidents. You know, the Pilgrims and all that. But we're here in California, the other side of the country. So that's why when it came to the design of this place, they wanted to pay homage to that Spanish side of history, or the Mexican side, whatever you want to call it, instead of the English American side of history. So if you look here, you're gonna see a bunch of faces right behind the man I'm pointing to. His name is Antonio Focaleri. We have Pura Becerra, a really infamous man. We have over here he did his expedition where he came from like Sonora, Mexico, and walked all the way up here. If you ever go by like the freeway or certain roads, you're gonna see a sign that says like the Danza expedition. He actually came here to Santa Barbara, and I'll be connecting his story with Ortega Park once we get there. So the person on the outside was also Jose de la Guerra, who's considered like the father of Santa Barbara's first citizen, quote unquote Santa Barbara's first citizen. And he has a place named after him, the De La Guerra Plaza. Who else am I missing? I think that's all of them. So just know that the Spanish forefathers. Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. Let me tell you a little bit about him. So there is Cabrillo Boulevard, and there's streets called Cabrillo, Castillo, and Carrillo. And even some figure all this life, I get those roads confused. But what helps me identify the streets is know that Cabrillo has a B. The B stands for beach. So that's how I make the association. But also, Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo did his expedition like in 1542, where he sailed up the coast of California. It's been debated that he actually made contact with the local Chumash. In his logs, he was just happened to be in the Channel Islands on the day of Santa Barbara, and he just put down his logs. Oh, on the day of Saint Barbara, we're in this beautiful place. We see men and women on their canoes, Carpinteria, always known for a place where they'll do the woodworking there. And so they just know that he technically never made physical contact here, but he did coast through the Channel Islands. So that's why it pays the homage of Cabrillo Boulevard, the road that's closest to the beach, named after him. So I find it very fitting. So that's San Marcos building.